Example number 4. The figure shows velocity curves for two cars A and B that start side by side and move along the same road. What does the area between the curves represent? Use the midpoint rule to estimate it. If we look at the graph, and we can see that the area under the curve B is the distance that car B made after 16 seconds. And the area under the curve A is the distance that car A made after 16 seconds. So the area between the two curves represent for the distance between the cars after 16 seconds. We have the graph and we pay attention to the unit. So the velocity is in mile per hour. The time is in seconds. So we need to convert to the velocity to the feet per second. So we know that 1 mile per hour is equal to 5,280 divided by 3,600 feet per second. So for example, if we look at this point right here is about like 14, then we have 14 miles per hour. We will multiply by this number so that we can convert that number into feet per second. So after we got that, then we make the table. So we look at the graph and then we convert. The first point will give us the time t is 0, the velocity A is 0, velocity for B is 0, and velocity of A minus B is 0. So we have the time and we find the difference between the velocity A and B. Similarly, we do 2 for time equal to 2, for time equal to 4, and time equal to 6. Alright, so now we want to do some estimation. Let's assume that we want to have 4 rectangles, and the delta t will be the width of the rectangle, which is 4, and we are using the midpoint. So first of all, let's look at this. So we have from here to here is 1 rectangle, from here to here, from 4 to 8 is 1 rectangle, and from 8 to 12 is another rectangle, and from 12 to 16 is another rectangle. Okay, so we use the midpoint. So from 0 to 4, the midpoint is, we call T1 is 2. T2 is from 4 to 8. The midpoint is 6. T3, the midpoint will be 10. And T4, the midpoint will be 14. So let's look at the graph. Is better. So we have from 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Okay, so we have from 0 to 4, and then from 4 to 8, from 8 to 12, and from 12 to 16. The midpoints will be 12, 6, 10, and 14. Okay, so by definition, the interval from 0 to 16 of VA, we take the one on the top, minus VB. So it shows that this is mean the difference between the velocity of dt. And it's equal to the sum of the rectangles. The width is delta t, and we have f of t1 bar plus f of t2 bar plus f of t3 bar plus f of t4 bar. So they are the height. So it's equal 4, and then we plug at this point. So we have f of t1 is 2. So we have the number is 13. 6, so 23, 10, it will be 28, 14, that will be 29. So T1 we plug in is 2, 6, 10, and 14, and the height will be 13, 23, 28, and 29. Then we add the numbers, so we get 93, and we multiply them, so we get 372 feet.